Our next guest is, I always say it wrong, Chris Giese.
Giese, you almost
Giese.
said it, right?
Is it Italian or?
It's German.
German, okay,
Yeah.
Giese. Chris Giese, you're with London.
Yes, London
Work
Properties.
mostly out of Kingsburg.
That's where my office is, yeah. But
But you
our office
told me
is
you go to any London office.
I can work at any London Properties office.
And
Yeah.
you take a listing anywhere in the valley, really?
Yep.
Okay,
Mhm.
good, because you're equipped for that.
Yes.
Got offices up and down the valley, plus your tools give you access to all those houses up and down.
Right, exactly.
Now, let me ask you this. First of all, buyers. Is it a good time to buy?
It's a great time to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Interest rates, they're still low.
They didn't
Right.
raise them the other day, right?
No, they didn't. Right now, they're floating around just a little over 4%, depending on what type of loan you can get. You could even get it less than 4% if you go with a 15-year
15-year loan. Wow.
15-year fixed.
Why not go
conventional.
with 15? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
My first house I bought at was like 9%.
Oh, yeah. Mine was 8.5.
We
and
are
I thought it
so
was-
lucky to get that. Yes, 9%. We were bragging about it, so that was really good. And nowadays, so the payments from my day 9 to 4.5. That's your payments about half.
Right.
That's a great time to buy.
Yeah, a lot of the money goes towards the interest, you know. So
And what does somebody need to do that wants to buy besides call you? I mean, they need to have a down payment and stuff.
yeah, well, there's lots of different loan programs out there. You want to get a hold of a lender or a loan officer to find out what you qualify for. You know, whether it's going to be an FHA, or if it's going to be conventional, or
Yeah.
you know, there's even USDA loans that are still out there.
And you know a couple good loan lenders that you could refer
Yeah,
people to?
yeah, I do.
Good,
Mhm.
good. Better to call your agent first, Chris Giese. Say, where should I start? What lender should I talk to? And he works with lenders very well, and he'll get you in the right direction.
That's
And
right.
What a great time to buy. Now, what about sellers? Back just a couple years ago, people were upside down in their houses. They couldn't sell. Is that corrected?
It has corrected.
Okay.
That's not the case anymore right now. There are still some of them out there that pop up from time to time, but I haven't seen any short sales in a couple years.
Yeah.
There are some foreclosures, but yeah, it's corrected, and sellers now do have equity where they can sell it and pocket some money and make a sideways move or an upwards move.
Now, if somebody doesn't know what their house is worth, where should they go to find out?
You can go to ChrisGieseRealtor.com.
There you go. I kind of felt the answer would lead back to you. You could tell them the value, and you could analyze and say, no, it's a good time to sell, or maybe wait a year. You need to get a professional involved. And it's free to do all that, right?
It is. I offer that service for free, and with the hope that I'll be able to get the listing and work for those people, and that's where the money's made.
Yeah, yeah. Very good. Now, you do have some houses for sale.
I have 3 properties that I want to advertise on the show today.
Which one you want to look at first?
This one here is 1932 Tommy Court in Visalia.
Oh, yeah, I know that area.
It is a beautiful area. This is on a cul-de-sac. This home has been meticulously taken care of. All the upgrades that people are looking for these days with their granite countertops, tile flooring, stainless steel appliances. It's all there. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with 2,318 square feet.
Wow.
And it sits on an 11,369 square foot lot. And it also has separate family room, separate living room, and formal dining. And a custom kitchen right there with the center kitchen island.
Now, those upgrades, it's cheaper to buy a house with it already done than to buy a house and do the upgrades yourself because it's all folded into the loan.
Right, it's all folded into the loan. This here, the seller's already taken care of that cost, and this is move-in ready. It's been meticulously, wonderfully taken care of.
Somebody did a nice job
Somebody
on that
did a
upgrade.
really
yeah.
nice job, yeah.
And should we talk price or open house? What do you want to tell
Well,
our
the
viewers
price
about?
at this right now is at $359,000, and that brings it at $154.87 per square foot, which I feel is a great price for a house of this size and of this condition in the neighborhood that it's in Visalia.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice neighborhood. So,
Yeah,
look at the beautiful shower.
Yeah,
I'm going to
they-
buy it just for that.
And well, of course, the walk-in closet. Everybody likes a walk-in closet. And a nice thing about this home is that besides all of these amenities and upgrades that it has on the interior, there's built-in
my gosh,
cabinetry
look at the
and
garage.
a brand new furnace. It has a beautiful backyard with a nice cooling swimming pool. It's
Was
very
that a big
park-like.
patio, too?
Yeah, there was a big patio.
Oh, I see the patio there.
Yeah, and the swimming pool is great for the summer heat right now. I don't know, people are looking for.
Is that solar up there?
It's got solar.
Oh, so it's already done.
It's already done. Yeah.
So you don't need to do anything. You just move in and swim.
You can just move
Barbecue.
in and swim. Yeah, the seller is needing to sell it because they've moved out of the area, and this house right here is ready to go.
Is there open house, or how do people see it?
People can go on to any of the search engine websites. LondonProperties.com, I always promote that, and Chris Giese Realtor, which is tied to LondonProperties.com. You can also find it on Realtor.com, Trulia.com, Zillow.com. All the real estate search engines, it's posted on it.
Just Google that address. It usually pops up on Zillow or London or something like that. Let's see the address one more time, if you had that, Michael. And, okay, say it because I can't say
1932 Tommy Court.
South Tommy.
South Tommy Court,
1932 South Tommy Court in Visalia, 93277. If you can't find it, call me here. I'll give you Chris's direct phone number. Is that right?
There's my number right there on the screen.
Right on the screen.
Or they can email me at my cgiese@londonproperties.com.
Okay. By the way, it's CGIESE. It's just how it sounds. Don't make it harder than it is. What do you have next, Chris?
Coming up next here is 40 acres that I have up in Miramonte. It's a gorgeous piece of property. It's mostly usable. It's not very steep. This right here, we're looking at the top of the property, the knoll, and you got gorgeous views of the Sierra Nevada mountains.
Is that where you'd put the house up there?
That's where someone would put the house.
What beautiful views.
Yeah, and it's a nice square piece of property, very usable. It could be used for grazing if somebody wants it for grazing. It could be a vacation spot if somebody wants to go camping up there, if they want to do hunting.
Some mature oak trees.
It's got mature oak trees. It's got these really big, gorgeous manzanita groves in there, and a few pine trees. That's a natural spring that bubbles up out of the ground
fun
right
to have
there.
A spring on your property.
Yeah, and on the southern border of it is a year-round creek that borders right on the southern property.
I thought it looked like it was going down to a creek.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous piece of property at $50,000. That makes
per acre?
No, $50,000 for the whole piece.
Whole thing. Oh my goodness.
It's $1,250 per acre. It's a bit remote, so people that are looking to get away, to be kind of away from civilization, this is something that is ready for a new owner to make it their own and do what they want to do with it.
But at that price, $50,000, somebody who just has a dream for the future can buy that and sit on it. It's not going to go anywhere.
It's not going anywhere.
Buy it, sit on it. When you're ready to make your big move or retirement or get your kids out of the city, you have this great lot for $50,000. It's not
$50,000 for 40 acres, and they don't make dirt anymore.
They don't make dirt anymore. That's the end. So that's great. Again, email CGIESE, CGIESE.
Yeah, CGIESE at LondonProperties.com, or you can call me or text me on my cell phone at 559-978-3943.
3943. Or just go to Chris's website, and that property's on there. How beautiful. The views are breathtaking.
It is. Yeah, I love that piece of property. I've walked it many times.
And my uncle moved up to North Fork on 40 acres. We said, we'll never see you again. We're not driving up there. You got to open all these gates to get to it. He goes, good, I don't want to see you guys. And he just stays there. He doesn't come to town maybe once every couple months. And living on 40 acres, that's the best, especially something like this that has the creek and the mature oak trees. And do you think it might snow a little every once in a while?
It does snow up there, yeah. This last winter, there was probably about 2 to maybe 4 inches.
2 to 4 inches. That's just enough, trust me.
Just enough. It doesn't stay there very long.
Good.
But yeah, it's just right there before the snow line, just right below it.
Beautiful. And the next property is?
The next property is a ranch in Sanger, 14234 East Annandale Avenue. It is 28.35 acres. It's an irregular shaped piece of property, but that's a lot of acreage there, and it has a nice home on it, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths with 1,955 square feet. The asking price is $920,000. Now, this is near the river bottom area. The interior of it has been very well taken care of. It was built back in 1990, so it's not too outdated. They have done some improvements with the flooring.
It looks pretty modern.
Yeah, it looks pretty modern. It's good for somebody that either they want to own land and just live on that property, or if they have cattle they want to raise, because that's what this has been used for, is for grazing, or if they want to farm it and plant it. It's surrounded by orchards in that area. It also has a mobile home on the property. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath mobile home underneath a canopy. It's not on a permanent foundation, so we're not giving it any value, but it is in pretty decent condition. So we're not giving it value or we're giving you warranties on it, but the mobile home is also part of it.
All the bedrooms seem rather large.
All the bedrooms are a pretty decent size. Nowadays, when they're building newer homes, I know a lot of people that have been house hunting, they'll notice
Is that a big barn on the property?
It's a big pole barn on the property.
Nice fencing too, those rail
yeah,
fences.
it's got fencing on it.
4 rails.
And there is a year-round creek that runs through the middle of the property.
Again,
too.
all your properties have creeks.
my land
Year-round
properties
creek.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love properties with water features.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm going to be living out in the country, I want to be living next to a lake or a pond or a stream.
Very good.
And
And you said the price.
The price is $920,000.
Is that the creek?
That was the creek.
Can we go
there.
back one, Michael? I don't know if the.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at that! How beautiful.
Yeah, I can see myself sitting there with my pole in the water and a little umbrella over my head and seeing what kind of fish I can pull out.
Fish
of there.
or no fish, it's just
fish
fun
or
to
no
do
fish,
it. Yeah,
exactly.
very good.
And there's a lot of pictures of this one here because we're trying to get a good scope of the land. Do a lot of drone shots from up above. The green area is the property, and you can see how it's kind of irregular shaped. It's
Right,
not
you can see the
rectangular or
shape
square, but and then you can see around it that there's farming going on.
Right.
So it does have the potential for somebody if they wanted to plant whatever. You know, they could plant row crops, they could plant trees, fruit trees, whatever they feel like doing, or they could just leave it like it is and put their livestock on it, which is what it's being used for right
And
now.
still with that number of acres, you could plant as many trees as you want for your own personal use and the use of your friends and family, and get
Right.
your plums and peaches and citrus and stuff like that. Now that concrete, is that made of what?
That's
That concrete, the driveway?
Yeah, that's regular concrete.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything special about this.
Well,
the
you
type of
don't
concrete.
get country homes with concrete. You get the asphalt, and the
Yeah.
concrete is so expensive that somebody spent that money on that concrete. It makes it a special place. So,
I love the property, and these type of properties are few and far between because a lot of people are looking for some acreage, and this is in the river bottom area in Sanger near the Kings River, so the ground is very fertile.
but it's still close to town.
Very close to
You're
town.
not like 10 miles or 2 hours out. You're just minutes to downtown Fresno and Sanger and Kingsburg.
Just a few minutes from
Greeley.
Sanger. You know, I think it's probably about maybe a 5-minute drive from downtown Sanger to get to that property.
That's nice. So you're not isolated, but you are isolated. So, and can you imagine raising kids there, wading through those streams and stuff like that?
Oh, it'd be fantastic,
They're not
yeah.
roaring rivers that's going to sweep them away. It's fun creeks and things like that. Anything else you want our viewers to know, Chris?
Well, take a look at these properties. If any of them spark an interest, you know, you can find them on ChrisGiese.Realtor.com, LondonProperties.com, or you can just, again, Google the address, which is 14234 East Annandale Avenue. And if it's something that sparks an interest, feel free to give me a call or send me an email, and I'll be happy to respond and open it up for you.
Well, Chris, we always like to have you here because your properties are always fantastic and interesting, and your knowledge is vast for buyers or sellers. I recommend call Chris and just ask him questions. He's free to ask him questions. That's what I love about Chris.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Ask him the value of your property, or if you make enough to get a loan, or who should you talk to get a loan to buy a house. Chris will help you out. Thanks, Chris.
Well, thank you, Mike.
We'll be back with more Central Valley Real Estate and Home Improvement Show right after this.
Pleasure seeing you again.
You too, Chris.
All right.